Hi everyone, today I'm going to be sharing a simple and very easy to maintain gratitude practice where you never run out of things to be grateful for. Hi, my name is Deb and welcome to Women Reinventing Midlife TV, where we aim to inspire women over 50 to thrive in a meaningful life that you deeply desire and deserve. Now, we hear a lot about developing a gratitude practice and how it's meant to be so good for us. But I have to say that a lot of clients that come to me have heard that it's a great thing to do, but they have no idea how to create one for themselves, or they've tried to in the past and they find that they run out of things to be grateful for, or they forget to do it, or they find it really difficult to maintain. So today I'm going to give you 3 pointers that are going to help you create a gratitude practice that's really simple, something that you enjoy doing every day, where you never run out of things to be grateful for. I'm actually going to give you a long list of things that you can be grateful for at the end of this video, and something that is really easy to remember to do that you find it difficult to forget. So first of all, though, I want to share 3 reasons why developing a gratitude practice is going to be really helpful for you. And the first reason is that understanding what gratitude is all about. So gratitude and appreciation are the closest states to love. And we all know how good we feel when we're in love. And we all know how good it feels to be loved. So what we do with a gratitude practice is we create that feeling of love within us so that we feel that sense of love without needing to get it from someone else. And also important to understand here is that gratitude and appreciation being the closest state to love, and love is the place that we manifest from, the things that we want to create in life, anything that we want to achieve, they are actually manifested from this state of love. So developing a gratitude practice is going to help us maintain that state of love. The second reason that a gratitude practice is good for us is it gets us looking for all the really, really good things in life. Human beings, we have a natural tendency to focus on the negative. We have a natural tendency to focus on the problems. And you may have heard it before or not, but that is the way that we're naturally wired, and it's part of our survival response. When we were hunters and gatherers, and that's all that we did, we needed to rely on that survival response. So we were always looking for things that could threaten us in any way. And so that's the way that we're naturally wired to actually look for the problems. Where this gets in the way is that if we're just looking at problems and we're looking at negatives, it actually brings us down. And there's not a lot of threat around us these days. Our lives aren't constantly in threat every single day. So it's important to learn how to change our programming around this, to learn how to look for the positives. And a gratitude practice, when we do it every single day, it starts to reprogram us so that we begin to look for the good things in life. And the third reason that a gratitude practice is really good for us is that by looking for the good things, by being grateful for the good things, we actually begin to look for the good things more often. And that includes the positive possibilities and opportunities that are actually going to help us create what it is that we want for our lives. And like I said before, it changes the way that we filter information so that we become aware of things around us that we weren't aware of before. It's kind of like a reprogramming for the brain, and we start to maybe meet people or get into conversations with people that we hadn't noticed before that can actually give us some of the amazing things that we want for our lives to live our best lives. Okay, so let's look at those 3 pointers. So the first pointer to create this simple gratitude practice that's easy for you to maintain is to get yourself a journal and a pen that you love to write in, and a pen that you love to write with. So you're not going to be very inspired to write in an old notebook with an old pen that you've just bought from the newsagent, one of those little cheapy throwaway ones. You're not going to really enjoy writing with that. What we're doing here is we want to create an environment where you enjoy writing in your journal every day. I love writing in my journals, and I have a few of them here. I'm going to show you. I have some beautiful journals that I use for a number of different things. One of them is for gratitude practice. One is for doing more inner work, deeper inner work. I don't buy cheap journals. I buy really beautiful journals, and they do last a long time, and they're filled with beautiful artworks and inspiration. So this is a lovely one I got by that has a lot of Rumi quotes in it. This is a gorgeous one. This is by Alana Fairchild, and these are some of the journals that I use at my retreats. And this is another beautiful journal that we used at the retreat this year, again, filled with really beautiful artworks and really beautiful insights. And quite often I notice when I'm writing my gratitudes that I turn the page to an insight that is exactly the insight that I needed for that day. So here's an extra benefit to buying a journal that is filled with beautiful art, beautiful insights that you're going to enjoy writing in. And I have a few different pens. I have a few different pens here that I use. Some of them are beautiful, expensive ones. Some of them are more cheapy little throwaways. But they are pens that I enjoy working with. So it's important to buy a journal and a pen that you're going to enjoy writing with. Secondly, is to decide a time of the day that you're going to write and create a space that you're going to enjoy writing in. So the time of the day, the best times of day are in the morning, first thing in the morning, or in the evening, last thing in the evening. And this is because it's the time of the day when our mind is at its most relaxed. It's also a time of the day where it's much easier to remember to do it. You're always going to remember to do something as soon as you get up in the morning, and you're always going to remember to do things just before you go to bed in the morning, the same as you do when you're brushing your teeth. Then it's important to create a space that you enjoy writing gratitudes in. You might want to create a little corner in a room with a cushion and some crystals in it, or some beautiful statues in it, or some flowers that you enjoy writing in. I create a little space on the couch in the morning. I get up and I make my cup of warm water and lemon juice, and I go and sit on the couch, and I sit quietly by myself, and I write my gratitudes that morning before I start my day. It is one of the first things that I do when I get up in the morning, when I'm still just gradually waking up. And the third pointer I want to share with you, I'm going to actually share the process of writing gratitudes with you. But before I do that, I'd love it if you are enjoying the content of this video to actually subscribe to this channel, and so that you receive the next video that comes out. I'd love you to comment. I'd love you to share it as well. We can all benefit from this kind of information. Okay, so the third pointer is to use a process that works and to write gratitudes in the way that you might say them. So the way I write my gratitudes is this. I say, I am deeply and truly grateful for, and then I write what it is that I'm grateful for. And then after I've written a line of what I'm grateful for, I write the word thank you. And I write 3 gratitudes, just 3. I don't go crazy writing 10 or 15. I just write 3 each morning, and I sit and ponder of my day, the day before, or my morning, that morning that I've gotten up. And I sit and ponder about the things that I might have been grateful for, or the experiences that I've had that I'm grateful for. Once I've written my 3, then I read through them one by one. And when I read through them, at the end of the sentence, I say, thank you, thank you, thank you, and then I draw a little tiny love heart right next to the word thank you. Sometimes, if I'm going through a challenging time, I might need to read through each one of them 3 times. So when your state begins to uplift, when you feel your emotional state uplifting, you know that you're there. And sometimes you might need to read through them 3 times before you begin to feel that that's happening. Okay, so like I said, one of the things that I hear a lot of my clients say is that they run out of things to be grateful for. Well, I don't believe that, because there is so much in life to be grateful for. Even if you're having a really challenging time, there are things to be grateful for. So here's a list of things that you can write down to give you a reminder of some of the different experiences or some of the different things in life that you can be grateful for. So first of all, you can be grateful for the people in your life, and you can name those people. Name them and the relationship that you have with them, and why you're actually grateful for that relationship. You can be grateful for your body and different parts of your body. I mean, you think about how many parts you have in your body. That's a lot of things to be grateful for. So being grateful for your body and those different parts of your body and what it actually does for you on a daily basis. Our bodies are fascinating, complex things that help us live life each day. You can be different for yourself, your different qualities, your different skills, your different attributes, your different strengths, and what they allow you to do. You can be grateful for a number of those different things and how those different qualities, skills, attributes, and strengths allow you to do different things in your life, allow you to have certain relationships in your life, allow you to bring certain people into your life. You can be grateful for different things that have happened during the day, no matter how tiny, no matter how tiny. So just to give you an example, this morning I took our little dog out for a walk, and I happened to see a man who used to take my dad to men's shed in the morning, and he was sitting there talking to a group of guys. He was sitting in his walker and talking to a group of guys. And there are so many things that I can be grateful to that man for, because he gave my dad some wonderful times during his last years. So little tiny things like that, happening to bump into someone, even the person that smiled at me when we stopped to let our dog say hello, just simple, tiny little things. Thinking about tiny little things. Even the knife that I took out of the drawer in the morning to slice the lemon is something to be grateful for. And they seem tiny, but it's important because not everyone has them. Be grateful for your health. No matter how good it is, maybe you're having challenges with it at the moment, there are always some parts of your health that you can be grateful for. You can be grateful for everything in nature around you. Even when you first wake up in the morning, that first bird that you hear sing, it's something to be grateful for. You can be grateful for so many of the simple things in life. So many of the simple things in life that we all take for granted. That you have a nice hard tiled floor to walk on, and you're not walking in dirt in your house, in a dirt floor. You can be grateful that you have hot running water, that you have a warm shower in the morning. You can be grateful that you have a toothbrush and you have clean water to be able to clean your teeth with. You can be grateful that you have plates to eat off, cups to drink out of. There are so many simple things that we can be grateful for that we just take for granted. So thinking about all the things around you, all the experiences, all the beautiful possessions that you have that you just take for granted every day. Thinking about them, the different foods that you have, the different drinks that you have. For example, you can be grateful for your first coffee of the morning. Yet you can go even deeper than that. You can be grateful for the person that grew the coffee beans. You can be grateful for the soil that the coffee bean plant grew in. You can be grateful for the workers that produced the coffee beans, that roasted them, that brought them to your table for you to be able to create your cup of coffee with. You can be grateful if you buy your coffee out for the person that made your coffee. You know, you can go so deeply into this, so you can never, ever, ever run out of things to be grateful for. And always remember, it's okay to make mistakes. If you forget one day to write your gratitudes, if one day comes and goes and you didn't feel like doing it, incidentally, if you don't feel like doing it, it's probably the time when you need to do it the most. If you find one day you run out of time and you have to rush out the door and you haven't had time to do it, it doesn't mean that you abandon the whole thing. Even if you go a few days like that, just go back to it when you next think of doing it. Thank you for joining me. And if you found this video helpful, remember to like the video, share the video, subscribe to this channel, and click the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on the next video. Lots of love to you, and I'll look forward to connecting next time. Bye-bye.